Hey guys, welcome back to Target Developers. You can see that in the output we have a bank form, bank names, and bank pin codes. We have a two drop downs here. In drop down we have a data in the both drop down, and you can see that this is a description of the bank, and this is a array of JSON objects. So in this video, I will teach you how I have append this array of JSON object in this drop down, and on the selection of this drop down, I am changing the data in the bank pin code drop down and in the description box. So let's start how I have done this. So guys, I have made the drop down, select drop down component here. You can see that in this drop down component we have three files, CSS file, HTML file, and Typescript file. So firstly we will work on the HTML file. I have already created the code. I will explain you how I did this. You can see that in the top I have made the header by taking the nav tag. So in this tag, I am giving a bank form. You can see the output of the bank form. And I am also using a bootstrap classes here, pg dark, navbar dark, and navbar expand lg. These are the bootstrap classes you can get from the bootstrap website. We I am showing the labels. I am taking a label tag here. You can see the bank name and the bank pin codes and the bootstrap classes ml code by shifting from the left side for adjusting the sizes and adjusting margins mt2, and in this bank pin codes I am taking ml5 mt2. Okay guys, now go to the bank drop down and we are taking a select tag here. Inside the select container and inside the ng container with option. So when we call this select tag, you can see that we are calling the change event here. We are calling the onPost method, and we have defined this method in the TypeScript class. And you can see that we are using an ngModel concept here, and we have selected bank. I will explain you one by one, and inside the ng container you can see that we have used ng4. We are iterating over banks array of JSON object. One by one we are getting a bank here, and inside the option you can see that we are taking one by one post office. From this dot post office you can see we have used the nested ng for concept here, and dynamically we are creating this drop down, this bank drop down. Post office dot name, there's an interpolation guys, and definition guys, you can see we are using a div. Inside div we have the s6 two headings bank case, and we are using this data using interpolation. So go to the top and explain this part first, how I have done this. So on this select tag I am calling the function here on post office change, and I'm calling ngModel here. So firstly I will tell you how I am binding this JSON array in option tag guys. So go to the ts file, and you can see that we have a banks and of JSON objects and there are post objects. So what we are doing here, we are taking banks. In this banks we are iterating one by one bank of banks. So this banks is the array of JSON object, and bank is a single object. So we got a single object, means single object you got, means you got this object. Inside this object you are like you have this single object, then what you are doing, and inside this container we are using auction of because ng for let post office we can write any object here up to you, and we are calling bank dot post office. This is important guys. Bank dot post office is you can see this JSON object bank dot post office is you are uh, you are getting this whole bank dot post office. So now one by one we are iterating on a object where both this object and this objects we are getting one by one guys. So what we are printing here, you can see in the HTML file post office dot name. So you are getting this post office dot name Baroda House. It get Baroda House. You can see output Baroda House and second name is Bengali Market. So how we have append this array of JSON object in the drop down. You can see again what I have done. We have taken select tag, then inside the empty container and the option we have dynamically created option on the basis of this bank.post office. So how I have made first drop down, bank drop down, you have got it I think, and so this is the first step of how I have append this. Okay, now I will tell you how I have done this. When you selecting a Bengali market and a Baroda house, you can see the data is changing below. The Bengali market had post office. So how I have did this? So we are calling on change event here on post office change. This is a method guys, and we have declared this is the on post office change. Inside this method we are creating a logic here guys. So what we are doing guys here, you can see this dot banks 0, this is the array 0 index dot post office dot filter, and it is opening filter method here as arrow function as dot name triple equal this dot selected by, and in the next line what we are doing, we are getting this dot filtered, we are shifting this dot filter this dot filtered by, and then we are this dot is selected true. So firstly I have to tell you we have declared the variable c. This dot filtered, you can see this is the object type and selected by, and this anytime, and is selected the boolean, the post office value and filtered by is any. So we have declared these here. So what we are doing here guys, we are filtering these array of object, this first object and the second object, and we are checking when we are selecting this drop down it matches the Baroda house. If it is matches Baroda house, then it will display their name of this branch type and the name. If it is a Bengali market, it will filter this Bengali market and the branch type at post office, and the logic is here. What we are doing here, we are comparing as dot name, we are comparing this name, we are comparing this with this dot selected bank. This is the selected bank. Go to the HTML file. We are using data binding. We are using selected bank. This selected one, the data inside this selected bank. When we are selecting this, we are getting this current value in the this selected bank. In the TS comparing this bank, this letter selected bank. If it got, then it will stored in this dot filtered. This dot filtered is your object type and we are shifting this filter this dot filtered back, and this is any type, and then we are saying this dot select is true, the flag is not true. And what we're doing, this dot filtered by we're displaying in the HTML. You can see we have an HTML, the description box. What we are doing, this dot filtered by zero dot name f dot for the house is a static zero. Every time we will get one object only, so we are taking zero here, index number zero. This dot filtered by dot branch type. So we are interpolating and this shows how we are achieving this. Okay, guys. Now I will tell you how I am doing this pin code. How the pin code is changing in the pin code drop down. In the interpolation, you can see that we are displaying here pin code, and you can see in the description we have displayed it. So what we are doing, only we are displaying pin code here. So how I have achieved this whole task, you can see on the changing, we are changing the data here. So this is our HTML file, and this is our Typescript file. So this magic function on post office chain, and this is our array of JSON object, and these are declared here. Source code of this file is in the description box, guys, or in the comment box. You can get from there this source code. And I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe my channel, and wait for the next tutorial. Thank you.